Okay, fam, you did it. You made it through 5 weeks of the Possible Diet, and I am so proud of you. You should be proud of yourself, really, because you've adopted these 5 habits that help me lose over 50 pounds in a year. And whether you have 5 more pounds to lose, or 20 more pounds, or 70, these habits are going to set you up for success on the rest of your journey. And I hope you stay on this journey because the path to health, it just gets more beautiful with every step you take. And when you feel good in your body, when you feel happy because of your own agency, it's the best feeling in the world. So this week, when you check in with yourself, I want you to turn your planner back to week 1. How does week 5 compare? If you're better, why? Take note of what you improved on and what you still need to improve on. And if you didn't do as well as you wanted to, focus on what you learned. Focus not on how you failed. It isn't a failure if you learn something from it. It's just a lesson that helps you get better. Remember, this is what Habit 5, continuous improvement, really looks like when you master it. It means being able to take something from every disappointment and use it to keep moving forward, even if it's just resetting your expectations. Improvement isn't always about going farther or pushing harder. Sometimes continuous improvement looks like learning to be kinder and more forgiving to yourself. Remember, people don't quit because it gets too hard. People quit because they get discouraged. So be kind to yourself and have courage. Now, if you have made progress and you find yourself feeling pretty good about yourself, you might start rehearsing disaster. Brene Brown, who is one of my favorite authors, she's a shame researcher out of Texas, and a best-selling author. She talks a lot about this in her work, about how we steal joy when we rehearse disaster. Whenever things are going really, really good, what do? We wait for the other shoe to drop. Uh-oh, I lost the weight. Can I keep it off? Am I going to plateau? What if it was just water weight? I'm probably kidding myself. Or I'm going to get fired, or my kid's going to get sick. Or you know what? I'm going to start buying that bread, that La Brea Bakery bread at Costco again, and I'm just going to put it all back on. We go down this path of crazy, imagining the worst case scenario, as if the stress of not maintaining our happiness is going to somehow allow us to preserve it. Instead, what happens is all that anxiety has the opposite effect. You start hearing a little voice in the back of your head that says, you know what? I knew I didn't deserve this. Or, this is not safe. I don't feel safe. Because weight can be like a cushion against the world. It protects you from the slings and arrows of life. It gives you a convenient reason for all of your unhappiness. When you lose it, when you let it go, you can start feeling incredibly vulnerable. That's why it's really, really important to pair weight loss with an investment in self-care and self-love. You've been caring for yourself and loving yourself with food, and it's important to separate self-care from nourishment. So from here on out, I want you to nourish yourself with food. Give yourself the water and the vitamins and the nutrients that you and your body deserve to be healthy, to have energy, and to feel nourished. And I want you to care for yourself with actions, by taking yourself for a walk, by having a dance party with your kids, by meditating to reduce stress and anxiety, and by recognizing the difference between hunger and other feelings like loneliness, so that you can reach out to a friend or a family member instead of reaching out for a slice of blackout cake. So if you practice these habits and you practice them every week, they will be your safety net. In my own life, I've built an architecture of nourishment and self-care that has enabled me not just to lose weight, but to maintain and even improve my health and fitness. This is my new homeostasis, and it can be yours too. When you get to this place where you are nourishing yourself every day, when self-care is a habit, you don't really think about the other shoe dropping, because you know you're going to be okay, whether it drops or doesn't drop. You know in your heart that you have everything you need to recover, to get right back on that horse, and to keep going. So I'll be back tomorrow with one last check-in for the road. But until then, thank you and keep it up.